So what we have here is a tray of summer crops that we've started. Here we have some orange watermelons on the first row here. And yeah, today is January 23rd. This tray was sown on, I will pop it up on the bottom of the screen so you can see, way earlier than we would normally be sowing these types of crops. But we wanted to see if we could use the high tunnel to our advantage, not just for season extension, but also to begin the season way earlier than we initially had planned and have in the past. So we have watermelons in here, and we also have a couple of different varieties of okra. And this is a very small tray. I think it's 36 cells. These are our bootstrap farmer cups. I believe these are the 1-inch ones. The clear ones did not hold up very well. You can see they're cracked, and that's after a year of use. But the different colors, the greens, the blues, the oranges, blacks, they're all doing really good. But I wouldn't deal with the clear ones anymore. Having said that, everything else has been great. Moving on. So we started this tray way earlier than we normally would. And the idea is to see how quickly we can bring to market fruit, our okra. Every single time we go to market in the late spring, the one thing people are asking for that no one seems to have is okra. And so we wanted to give that a shot to see if we could get them started early. I usually direct sow okra, but I went ahead and put them in these larger pots because I knew it may be a little while before we would get them in the ground. But look at that, they're still breaking. But I want to get together with the guys and create some low tunnels within the high tunnel, so they'll have a double layer of protection, and go ahead and plant these mid to late February, so they'll already have a start in the ground. And depending on how well these are doing at that point, I may go ahead and start another tray, or just direct sow in between these in case they don't do very well with transplanting. So when you're planting something this early before it's going to go into the ground, you're going to get a lot of growth, especially with something like okra that grows fairly fast. You can see they still have their cotyledons, but they also have their true leaves. So once those true leaves come out, you're getting close to the time where you're going to want to consider, if they're not in the ground, you're going to want to consider doing some type of feeding. Since these are seedlings, we're going to want to make sure that it's not something very strong, even if it's organic. You don't want it to be something that's going to be overpowering. So we're using a 222 fish emulsion, kelp, and molasses mix. And we're going to, this is my first time using it in a while. It's been on the shelf for a little bit, but I just mixed it up and I'm like, ooh, I remember why I didn't use it. This stuff stinks. But usually anything with fish emulsion in it is not going to smell very well. So with our freezing temperatures, even though we do have a secondary area that we've created in the high tunnel for seedlings, with the snow, I just did not want to risk it. I've been really babying this tray, and this isn't the only tray that we have, but this is the only one that's out of the ordinary. It's normal for us to start our tomatoes, our eggplant, and our peppers in January. That is nothing new, but we usually do not start okra and watermelons until far later. So just a little experiment. Today's January 23rd, so I'm going to fertilize these today. I'm going to put them back on the plant shelf. They're under the grow lights, and I'm going to have to watch the weather to see if it's going to be safe to put them back out in the high tunnel greenhouse, to make sure that they don't have any stunting or anything like that. Like I said, I've been babying these babies, talking to them, breathing on them, the whole nine. So here's our mix right here. And the one thing about this type of mix, I remember reading that you need to use all of it immediately. So what I don't use on the seedlings today, I'm probably going to put on a few of the house plants, and if there's anything left, I may go out into the high tunnel and put on some of our cabbage seedlings that we have growing out there. So I'm just going to put a little bit on these plants, and then I'm going to water it in. So this is going to be entry 1 into our little experiment, and I'll be back with entry number 2. So we are coming into a spell of about 12 or so days, give or take, of cold nights. When I say cold, I mean we're back below freezing at some point. So what I wanted to do was just do a quick update on our okra and let you see what's going on with it. Also our watermelon tray. Remember, we sowed these super early. And by super early, I mean December 19th, 2024. It is February 16th, I think, today, and 2025. And I just want to show you what's going on with them. Okay. And so this is what's happening. You can see here, we're getting some buds coming on. And so what we're going to be doing is just pinching those off, and they are too young for that. We're just going to pinch them off and let them continue to grow. I'm going to be checking the roots as well, just to see if how the root systems are looking, making sure we're not getting any root bound plants. Particularly on these ones that are really big, I'm gonna check those just to be sure. We can always pot up. I do have some larger pots that we can use if we need to. So this just is something that can happen if you're going to be starting your plants super early. They can go ahead and say, hey, it's time for us to make some flowers and make some babies, because that's the whole point, is to live. And it's nice to see that God's creation knows exactly what to do and how to do it. Sometimes we get in the way, but yeah, that's what's happening. They are so big and beautiful. I'm so happy with them, so happy with them. And I do think this will be something that I'm going to continue to do each year. Next year I'll probably even do a lot more. And at the end of the month, 1st of March, I'm going to be succession sowing another tray that is going to be completely okra for field areas as the outdoor temperatures continue to warm up. So that's where we are with our okra and the watermelon. Let me just let you see those, how beautiful they are. Watermelon doesn't grow as fast at this stage. Probably shoot another video when we're actually putting these into the ground, showing you what steps we're taking and what we're doing also to make sure that they are safe from any late frost or anything like that. Thanks for watching. Catch you on the next video.